Welcome to Being Anxiety Free with me, Emma Upton. I'm here to spill all the tea on what it means to be anxiety free. Now, I am here for the weekend with my friends. We've come away for the weekend, so I'm just doing a super quick, super simple video today, but I wanted to share. We've just been at Warwick Castle, and one of my friends that we were stood with was saying how the smell of fire takes her back to a certain place that doesn't feel like an energy that she wants to be taken back to. The power of the senses is everything in transforming our life, in transforming our mindset, in taking ourselves to new and deeper spaces of ourselves all of the time. When we can recognize, if you think for this moment, if you go back and think about, sorry, it's a bit echoey, there's 8 of us. If you think about experiences that you have had, that you liked, what is the sensory cue that takes you back there? Is it the smell of Christmas pudding? Is it the cinnamon of Christmas Day? And a perfume my mom smells divine. And it brings all these happy memories. What is a sensory experience that takes you back somewhere where you smell it and you're like, oh, it reminds me of this? Is it an old sweet? If you walk into the sweet shop, is it an old smelling sweet that takes you back somewhere you want to be? And then think about smells that take you back to somewhere that you don't want to be so fondly. The sensory experience that we have of this world determines and dictates where we are. Like, even if we're physically somewhere, our sensory experience can take us back or forward or to any place or any space in time. So that was just highlighted today when my friend could smell the fire and she was like, oh. When we're doing mindset work and we're trying to create new neurological pathways, that means that we want to go into new spaces and places that actually work for us, that actually take us, when you know in your conscious brain, like, I want to do more of this. I want to be more of this. Like, I can see myself falling into these patterns and habits that aren't serving me. I want to actively break them, but I don't know what to do about it. I cannot think my way out of that. What gets to happen is create a sensory experience around doing the work. Learn about that area of your life. So for example, Mondays, green monkey mind, looking at that habit and pattern of that monkey mind bob bouncing around inside our brain. I know my brain does that. I don't want my brain to do that. Thinking I know my brain does it, I don't want to, isn't enough. So what I do when I'm noticing my monkey mind, when I'm learning about behaviors, when I'm learning about the triggers, when I'm learning about these parts of my brain that are working in ways that aren't serving me, I'm wearing greens, I'm smelling mints, I'm eating gum, I've just brushed my teeth. I'm doing the work while I'm bringing this awareness to it. So the next time my monkey brain tries to go monkey, I'm like, I interrupt that neurology and say, do I want that behavior? Do I want it to go that way? Using our senses to do mindset work at the depth of us is what transforms our existence into everything that is destined to be, everything it is meant to be, everything it is made to be. We cannot get to that space and that place by thinking our way through it. So if you are in a space where I am here for more, I'm here to do so much more, I'm here for something so much bigger than me, and I don't know what that is. No, nor do I, nor does any human being, but we step further towards it when we can interrupt our brain patterns and not think our way out of them, have a sensory experience that interrupts them, being like, I don't want to think and be that way. And we do that enough times. Sometimes we need to do it once, sometimes we need to do it more than once. We do that enough time and it takes us into a new space and a new place. And that space and that place outside of the conscious brain, that's where the magic lives. That's where we find out what we're here to do, who we're here to be, and then our work gets to flow through. So I wanted to hop here today to say, remember the importance of coming out of your thoughts and into your being, into your body, and don't have the expectation that thinking your way through it is what is going to create transformation. It's like trying to plat fog, creating an experience that guides you back to the spaces that are made for you, that's how you transform into everything that you're here to be. And then your work, your magical, unique body of work that has been gifted to you in the imprints of your DNA, that gets to flow through you. So today is Saturday sitting. It's the rhubarb reds. So that's the sensory stimulant that I've been sitting with today. And wherever I can, I've been going into those meditative states, because every time I see myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh, there's water, and I see the reflection in the water. I'm like, where am I at? Am I in here, or am I in my breath and in my body? We went into the watermill, and there was just these shadows that were coming through the grate with the water, and it was like a dance. And I was just stood watching this dance. The red reminds me to come into this space. So I know consciously meditation is good. It's a good idea, like make time for it. But the red, the rhubarb and custard sweets, they remind me to come back into that space, and it becomes part of my life and part of my existence. And it's through the compound effect of doing this regularly that it enters at a deeper level. So it just becomes your life. And when you have that repetition inside your life of the 7 fundamental elements that we share here every day, that's when the real life magic happens. So thank you for being here. It's a very short one. The audio is probably not great. My apologies, but it's a little snippet, and I hope it's helpful for somebody's ears today. Happy Saturday sitting. Much love.